terrific matchup for you today. Rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Chanticleers offense will have the football first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those.
Turning it on! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Takes the handoff. It's Knox. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be good.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Barber. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Chanticleers. And they have the first points of the game.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Connecticut's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Burton. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Hansen.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Gives it on the option. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Fagnano. Finds some fresh air. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open.
He's loose. Wide open spaces. At the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Barber. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Coastal. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Brown has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's Fagnano. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut it to the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Chanticleers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. RPO complete to open the drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try. points on the board before the break.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Fagnano. Pucks it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford.
The shot that clears will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, which...
It's a seam wide open. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Fagnano. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. UConn will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Knox. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but
all out of space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the shot that clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Tucker. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking downfield, it's Barber. Working that left side now. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended...
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Grabs behind the line. It's Brown. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Catch in the middle. It's Porter. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quarterback may change this route. The toss sweep to the right. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the shot that clears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Yeah, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
To the air, it's Barber. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. A shot toward the end zone, and that one is right on target if his target was the first run.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And it was worth the gamble when the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did.
And it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down but what a play to come up with the interception. The Huskies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Brown. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. He's got his man. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating in the backfield and making something happen.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Fagnano. Right on the money. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On third down, going up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on downs.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And the shot to clears are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Barber. Here's the pressure. Finds the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The shot to clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He's in open space downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the shot to clears are rolling down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The shot that clears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Back to pass, it's Fagnano. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it along the sideline. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a